Hello, dear friends. Borderline personality disorder. This is what I am going to discuss here in this video. When mind is disturbed, when mind is disturbed, when man faces the music, that means some trouble, some disappointment, some frustration, unhappy situation, then the mind will be disordered, and that is called mental disorder. This mental disorder will be of various types. Sometimes this mental disorder will be influenced by different factors, particularly two standard factors, reasons. All philosophers, psychologists, and other thinkers unanimously accepted these two reasons. That's the first one is circumstances. Man is made of circumstances, no doubt about it. And in the same way, man is made of environment, the surroundings. And different personality disorders will have a different specific reasons, of course. Here, borderline personality disorder, in this respect, generally, it is related to women. Women will be affected with this kind of personality disorder. Why? I will tell you the reason. When and why and how. I will tell you. The first and foremost fact, a specific reason for this borderline personality disorder is first I would like to tell you the reasons, and then what is the way of this borderline personality and other behavior and nature, everything. I will tell you with the help of some case studies also, so that you can have a very good understanding about it. See, the first and foremost reason generally most of the people will be accepting it is genetics. 25, in my opinion, 25 to 50% genetics, but not to the largest extent, not 100%. And the second reason will be social factors. Suppose where that woman is living, what is the environment, the social issues, background of that family. Suppose she is living in one family, and that family is an ordinary family, and she has been studying in some institution or working somewhere, and all other people are well to do, whereas this woman belongs to a very ordinary family, for example, and they have a lot of decoration, a lot of designs, a lot of richness, show, and all that. Whereas this woman is lagging behind all these things, that richness, that show and pomp and show, she could not provide, she can't offer. Then she feels inferior. Sometimes she feels jealous also of others. She grows jealous, sometimes prejudiced in that social environment and family background, family setting also. Sometimes the family members will not be treating well. They will treat her and they will confine her only to a particular domestic life, without allowing her to study, or without allowing her to go and work somewhere, though she is educated. Like that, family setting will also be one of the factors, we can say, and particularly, most importantly, the reason will be frustration married life or incompatible temperament with the husband. So the most unpleasant married life, we can say simply. So when a marriage will be unpleasant, when a woman will lead unpleasant married life, when there is incompatibility of temperament with husband. That means husband temperament is something, and her temperament, this woman's temperament, will be something different. When there is no consistency, when there is no compatibility, automatically one will be this side, another will be other side. And when there is a conflict in that context, suppose they face any conflict or misunderstanding, means conflict and misunderstanding between these two persons, wife and husband, automatically she will grow highly impulsive, and she develops that impulsive nature gradually. I would like to give you two case laws which I have practically observed in my neighboring hood some time back, some 4 years back. in some other area in Vijayawada. Now I am staying in Visakhapatnam. In Vijayawada, when I stayed there for some time back, I have observed two very interesting cases. I would like to rename them. Yes, I don't like to reveal their names. I call them the first woman Lapaki, and the second woman is Tupaki. I would like to give a wonderful comparative study also. These Lapaki and Tupaki. First, I would like to talk about this Lapaki case study. She is a married woman at the age of 35, 30 to 35 years. Looks very nice, of course, educated also, a double graduation, blessed with two children, and husband is working somewhere nearby her native place, and he will be coming once in a week or once for a fortnight, like that. He'll be visiting her, and he will be staying. Her husband will be staying in some other place, location. So that is their family background. And the relationship between this husband and wife, Lafaki, and her husband is very, very odd and eccentric. Actually, she fell in love with some other person some time back, but because of the parental care and the parental compromise, when they have given compromise, yeah, they have anyway. After warning, she was set right, and again she has been leading the conjugal life with that man. After reprimanding by the parents, but there is no compatibility between this husband and wife. Whenever he comes, sometimes she will be very, very jovial and leads her conjugal life also with that man. And after a day or two, again she turns somewhat indifferent. She doesn't care for him. She doesn't even look after that man. Come on, let's take meal together. He says, no, no, I don't want to take meal with you. You take meal on your own. I don't like to give you company, she says. And when he escorts when he uses some abusive language, she gets highly emotional, highly impulsive. She doesn't have any understanding. Okay, because I have refused, because there is a denial on my part, he is getting emotional. He has spoken in an abusive language. Okay, let it be. That kind of tolerance she has not possessed. She has high individuality. She refused to sit with him and to take meal and even to go to lead the conjugal life. No, I don't want. I want to go separately. I don't want to live with you. She will create some ruptures. And after some time, when he comes after 10 days or 15 days, again her mood will be in a different way. And they live together. The conjugal life will be going on. And after immediately after 2 or 3 days, again her mind will be unstable. That is, borderline personality disorder woman will have that mood swinging of the mood very frequently. No standard mood at all, no fixed mood at all. Emotions, and sometimes when he doesn't come out of anger, suppose, let us imagine, out of some anger, suppose he doesn't come even for 15 or 20 days from his workplace to the house, she gets emotional, and she feels isolated, and the fear of abandonment. Oh, this man has abandoned me. Maybe he has some suspicion against me, and she will be suspecting that man. So out of that irritation mood and suspicion, her mood will be always subject to change, very frequently change. And when we come to that Topage, another woman, she has high expectations of her husband. Here, Paki's husband is an employee coming now and then from the town, far away, some 50 or 60 kilometers. He stays there itself, and he will be coming to the wife now and then. Whereas here, Tapaki is not, she is not educated. It's some 10th or intermediate. Whereas her husband, Tapaki's husband, is also a labor, not educated. But she looks very nice than Lapaki. Tapaki looks nice, beautiful. and she has a feeling of a high superiority complex. She has a self-aggrandizement also. See, when a man or woman will have the self-aggrandizement or egoistic, when they are blessed with some opulence, richness, or when they are blessed with some beauty, handsomeness, or when they are blessed with some good status in society. So here she is, though she is not educated, though she is not working, and though she is not earning, she has the beauty. Because of that beauty, by virtue of that beauty, she thinks herself in high estimation. That is a self-image. I'm a very beautiful girl. Why I have been dedicating my beauty only to this fellow? Why can't? Why didn't I marry some other good man? And the same thing she will express openly whenever there is a conflict or any clash, quarrel between this Tupaki and her husband, because most of the times he could not meet the high expectations. That's my way of earning. He could not meet the high expectations. She expects a very good income from that man, and she expects a very richness, luxury life, good sarees, gold, everything from that husband. But he could not meet that requirement, the high expectations of this Tupaki. And whenever there is a quarrel or some conflict, she openly admits, "Oh, why I have married you? It's my bad time. It's my bad luck. I have married you. I would have married some other rich man if he had not entered my in my life." I like that she has a very from that high expectations. What will be the outcome is frustration and depression, and she will undergo that depression very frequently. Always moody, in a depressed mood. She doesn't even talk to the husband. And when that husband doesn't care for a day or two because of her eccentric behavior, uh, quite disgusted with her behavior, suppose he doesn't care for that, suppose he turns indifferent, then she will be suspecting that man. Oh, this man, my husband, has some other affair somewhere outside, and that's why he did not, he is not caring for me. She thinks in a different way. So this self-aggrandizement, self-image, will lead to intense anger and impulsive nature. And when there is a conflict, sometimes she even resorts to some self-destructive activities, things, attitude she develops. She immediately, whenever there is a phone, cell phone, costly phone, immediately she just throw it to the wall, destroy it. She had destroyed well, not one, two cell phones. And sometimes, whenever there is a quarrel between this husband, Tupaki, and this husband, her husband, sometimes she has broken one time she has broken the TV also. So, self destructive attitude, things she has resorted to. So, that this is the way how this Lapaki with her husband, though that husband is very comfortable and very cordial, showing a lot of affection, everything. She is not very much interested because she fell in love with some other person, and she will be taking advances sometimes, and that man will be suspecting, and there is a lot of incompatible temperaments and the conflicts very frequently. And here, in respect of the Supaki, she has no any affair. She's pure, perfect, virtuous, but the thing is that she'll be very frequently suspecting her husband, and emotional, highly impulsive, and self-destructive because she has a self-image, high self-aggrandized. So what is there is they spoil their because of this borderline personality disorder. They spoil the conjugal life, married life, and the children will be getting affected very frequently. That is the outcome result. So the main basic things here, which we have to study learn is there is no emotional attachment between wife and husband. There is the gross root cause for that gross. And the second one is no faith and fidelity. The woman must have the faith in husband, first of all, because he is the earning member, he will be comforting and he will be leading the family. So she must have the faith in the husband and she must have the fidelity, first of all. This Lapaki has no fidelity, but she will be suspecting husband. And here Tobagi has no faith in the husband. And she will be ill-treating the husband with high self-image and impulsive nature and destructive attitude, self-destructive attitude. So here, lack of understanding between the partners, that is the main reason. So there should be a good compatibility of temperament between wife and husband, the first one. And the second one is emotional attachment must be established between wife and husband. Emotional attachment means they must feel that they could not be separated. They can't live at all without the company of the other. In such a way, they must develop that attachment, the human affinity, we can say. In other words, so that human affinity will be the panacea for all ills of the people. Thank you very much. And if you are impressed, subscribe and encourage.